fun, fun. No. Okay, nothing too bad. Whoo. So fun. Wow. Wow. We are vibing. Okay. Yeah. I got 2 viewers. That's fun. That is fun. Welcome everyone. Okay, great. The audio is working, even though the microphone isn't that good. Part of me, okay, I was doing a little, okay, what am I trying to say? So, I talked about this a little last time, but I'll talk about it a little more, just because, yeah, I just very much don't know what I'm doing. I just want to build a practice of drawing every day. And that's me going live is how I try to hold myself accountable. But I haven't really been doing much lately just because I've been focusing on my move, which is happening in 10 days, which is insane. But I'm just trying to, I think I'm gonna try to stream more, like, as my move comes up, because I just need like a soft place to land. I don't think I'm using that expression correctly, but that's okay. That is okay. I'm really nervous about, ooh, voice crack. Voice crack. I'm really nervous about this move, for many reasons. I have not found a job yet. That's one reason. And some other stuff, I'm just like kind of left to the last minute, but not like the last, like I have stuff done. I just like not done, like almost done. I just have to like finish it. And so luckily I have a day off tomorrow where I can figure all that stuff out. Cause today I worked in the morning from like 6 to noon, which is always a lot. But I was able to what was I trying to say? I was able to work and then rest and recuperate today. So I did a lot of stuff yesterday. And yeah, just this week is my last week at work, and I'm gonna go like game mode. I'm gonna go like last lap. I have a little bit of senioritis, but not too bad. in terms of like it being my last week and stuff. Um, yeah, but yeah, I need to not have a Chromebook. That's one of my goals once I get a job, is to get a computer that's not a Chromebook so I can stream easier on it. And maybe get a nice webcam. We'll see. We'll see. One step at a time. I got a mouse because I was trying to figure out like how to stream with my Chromebook, but at this point I'm just like all the in-browser stuff is just not for me. Like I don't like the pre-made overlays and stuff, and some people do, and that's fine. That's fine. Like you go Glen Coco, but I don't like it. And I want to create my own overlays, and so that requires OBS and Chrome, but because cannot have OBS running, and I'm just oh, thanks for the follow, Jack XXX131. Happy to have you here. How you doing right now, Jax131. There we go. That's how you pronounce it, right? But yeah, I'm just trying. Listen, Ludwig said just to go live and not wait till you have the right stream set up, so that's what I'm doing. Okay, I messed that up a little bit because I just need life. I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying. Okay. I'm trailing off a lot, and that's something I'm trying to stop doing. I am excited that after my move, I have like a thing, a project that I'm working on, which isn't going to earn me money. It's nothing to do with this channel, I guess. But it'll be something for me to do and something I'm passionate about, and that's exciting. And one of my other field of interest that is not art. But I miss theater. I want to do theater again someday. I don't know. Going live on Twitch is kind of a theater in and of itself. Oof. What happens if I click on this? No. Okay. This is fun. This is fun. This is fun. I probably should stop saying this is fun. But I think something I'm gonna try more to do is do like more is like keep the digital stuff, keep the Procreate stuff. Not sponsored, by the way. If they would like to sponsor me, that'd be cool, but I doubt they would want to do that at this point. But yeah, I'm just I think I'm gonna try to go back to like morning streams because it makes me less sad. Not to say that streaming makes me sad, but when I stream at night, it's just like, okay, I am of an age where I should be partying and I am not. And that's easier to come to terms with in the morning. Because then I'm like, I'm so glad I got my sleep. But what am I trying to say? Shout out to the one viewer. I mean, I think it's Jax. I'm not sure because I'm using the stream manager on my Chromebook as pathetic as that sounds. But yeah, I needed a new computer. And part of me is just like, should I get like a computer or like stick with laptops? Because honestly, like in the past, except with the exception of like one class I had in college where where my professor was like, please bring your laptop to class. I don't really like take my Chromebook with me anywhere. But I have another laptop that's like older. I think it's a Dell, but it can't really like run more than one application at a time. And my plan is to run OBS and Reflector to reflect my iPad. Because right now I'm just doing it live straight from my iPad, and that's where my headphones and the mic is connected. But I kind of want that all to be computer based, just specifically because like I don't know, just the 720p is not as nice looking, and okay, this is looking pretty good so far. This is looking pretty good so far. What do we think? Because I'm gonna do lines until the edge of it. What do you think, Jax? 131. And again, thank you for the follow. I don't know if Jax131 is watching or if it's someone else, but either way, thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. And I also just like I feel like where a lot of people have the most fun in customizing their Twitch is in the overlays specifically, but also just the emotes and like the icons and all that. And I don't really expect to earn a living from this at this point, or maybe ever, not to be too pessimistic. But I think it might help me add a bit of structure. And also just I don't know, man. trying to get back into like TikTok and Instagram Reels, specifically for my art. Because the other stuff is just not hitting, you know. But I also want to buy some canvas and like do some big stuff. I love drawing on canvas with like paint markers. Ooh, I miss doing that. I think 2 years ago for Christmas, I made everyone in my family a different drawing on canvas, and it was great. I don't think any of them still. No, I think maybe some of them have it. So I try to personalize it for each person. Okay, that's a little messy. But we embrace the mess here. We embrace the mess. Okay. I kind of like to, this is weird. No, I'm not going to say this is weird, because this is my thought process. But I like to think in terms of like water filling a container when I get to like this point. Like you see like over here that like it's right up to the edge. I like thinking of like going to the edge. Like we could see right here there's going to be like one layer left before these you and shape and the and aware and are and I'm are all one. And in are you aware the shape I meant is all going to be one shape and just filling the space. And then you see over here like how I'm trying to go to the edge. I don't know if this is interesting. Um, but I'm gonna talk about it anyways because it's my process. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the edge and then gonna just start chipping away at whichever space I think is bigger, which I'm pretty sure is the bottom space. I'll show you what I mean because I'm okay. Gonna make that eraser a little bigger. I also just like love the look of like the thick lines. That's a big reason why I like doing digital art, is making like really thick lines and really thin lines. And I plan on buying like some Posca medium markers because I love doing like medium stuff, medium thickness stuff on very specific lingo, I know, on canvas. Oof. And I'm also just like attempting to figure out how to YouTube, because that's like hard. That's hard. That is hard. But I have 2 followers now, which is amazing. My followers just doubled. Well, not just like, well, recently, as of 13 minutes ago, my followers doubled, and that's just beautiful. That is beautiful. And if anyone else enjoys this, well, you know what? I'm gonna be grateful for what I have. I have 2 followers. Like, that's pretty fun. That's pretty girl boss. Um, Oof. Oof, oof, oof. I don't know if I want a webcam actually. Well, I have like ideas for what, because one of my painting professors, who is awesome, well, both my painting professors are just awesome, wonderful, spectacular human beings and artists. Um, but one of them, I specifically, before I signed up for their class, I looked up their name to try and like, because like sometimes you just want to like see what you're in for. And a big thing I like to do specifically, with like the last 2 years of college, is looking up professors just to see what their work is. Um, and I found their work, and it was great. It was beautiful, and um, there weren't any pictures of them. And about like during one of our last critiques, they brought up that they did that on purpose because they were like, I don't want to be tokenized, which is such a powerful thing. And we read this book called Tell Them I Say No, which was just about artists like refusing to put up with the bullshit of the art industry at times. At times, the art industry can be a little bullshit. But I've always just like thought about that a lot. So I think if I do have a webcam, I'm gonna have like more. Gonna get some like masquerade masks. Cause first off, I'm obsessed with like especially like domino masks, like superhero masks that just cover like your eyes. I think those are so fun, so cool. And I found a lot on Etsy that are really like beautiful and handmade. And like, yeah, you could go to like Party City and get like a plastic one, but getting like a handmade lace masquerade mask, oh my gosh. I found like an owl one, because that's whenever in like a movie or TV show they do a masquerade, everyone has the most boring masks, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it because there's just so many like your imagination really let you to let everyone to wearing the same mask. I mean, when I saw Capote versus the Swans in like the most recent episode where they did the like Chloe Sevigny's mask, that was cool. Her character's mask. I forget ZZ. That's her name. The name of the character, I think. I don't know. I like how there's one character who I could not tell you her name, but like every like 3 minutes, she's always like, "I hate my sister. Sisters suck. I hate my sister." And then I remember, I'm like, "Oh, that's that's Jackie O's sister." Um, so that's great that they have that in like built in the script, so I can. It's like a little callback for me specifically. Um, okay, okay, what are we doing here? I'm really excited for this. Um, because I just there's something about like bright. like very like basic colors that I love. Like that's also why I love drawing with like Crayola markers, like the 10 pack. Oof. Because also they have like such tiny variations. Like sometimes a pink will be brighter than a pink from another pack. And that's fun. That's like really fun. Um and I just love like something so basic and like maybe even a little juvenile of like primary colors. Oof. Oof. I love that. I love all of that. And but I also think it's good because I did for the kissy kissy. I hope that the microphone's not on the side that I just stuck my finger in my ear on. But for the kissy kissy, I was trying to do like the 80-20 rule, where it's like 20% bright, or is it 90-10? Or it might even be 70-30, but like the minority of colors used should be like really saturated, really bright, and that was what like the red was for. Um, and then I had a lot of like other colors. The other colors were less saturated. I'm trying to get better at color theory. I really am. Oof. But it just seems to like when I try to like pick colors out of thin air, I always like go back to pink and green, which is like fine. But when I do that all the time, it's boring. Um, and so like that's why for the one of Chris Briney as Conrad from The Summer I Turned Pretty, I played with the saturation and the hue of it just because I couldn't like the Andrew Garfield one. That was the same pink and green. Um, but I think I'm gonna try and get like more color. Try and pull more colors from images, but like manually. Like I love using like the Adobe color theme from image thing on their website. But like if I want to get good at like understanding color, I feel like I need to guess more. Which is scary. Well, everything's scary. So that's like a little scary to me, but not as like scary as like drawing people. That's super scary to me. Um but okay. Okay. What are we doing here? Okay. I don't have COVID, just in case anyone's worried. I don't think anyone is, but I don't have COVID. I tested for it yesterday. Hopefully I will continue to not have COVID for a while because I had COVID on my birthday and that was horrible. It was horrible. That made me feel sad. Um, yeah, but I still can't get over that I have 2 followers. That's so fun. We got Jax131 and Ethan Toasty, and honestly, like, what more could I ask for? Okay. I've also been watching Traders, which is The most recent episode was like kind of a dud. But I love Parvati. I I don't really like know who any of these people are because I'm not like a reality show girly. But I love Parvati. I want Parvati to win. I want both Parvati and Phaedra to win, even though Parvati is trying to like screw Phaedra over, which I get. That's part of the game. That's part of the game. But I feel like Sandra's probably gonna win because she won Survivor twice. I think it's so just the idea of doing a reality show only with contestants of people who placed final, like placed in the top 3 on like other reality shows. I think that's genius. I think that's brilliant. I don't know if like a better idea will ever exist. Um, but it's great, and just like the setting of in the castle, like it's secluded without like being weird culty vibes. But also it is a cult. Like all reality TV shows are cults, but that's another issue. Um, I real I think I might like Traitors more than Claim to Fame, just because. No, I like Claim to Fame more. Claim to Fame was so good. Oh my gosh, Claim to Fame. It was everyone in the house was related to someone famous, and you had to guess like based on the clues that were provided with you throughout the challenges and the clue wall. Um, you had to guess who they were. And if you guessed wrong, you got your celebrity relative was revealed and you got sent home. And the first episode, Tom Hanks' niece got out, and uh, it was brilliant. It was brilliant television. It was brilliant television. And okay, okay. So I'm gonna finish where I finish in, and then yeah, I'm just kind of like see how far I can get on this tonight. Um, I'm glad that I turned VODs on because they weren't on before. Well, when they were on before, my audio was not recording, so that was frustrating. But I learned my lesson. Now my bad audio is recording. I also really, along with like a new computer, I also just like really want to get like a pink Logitech gamer headset. Oof. Like one with like, cause I get that there's ones that have like the mic that isn't like so visible. Like my brother has one of those for his PS4, I think. I think he has a PS4. I'm not sure. Um, but I want a visible mic. I want to be able to cosplay as a helicopter pilot. I want to look like pop star Barbie from like 1996. That's a year I just pulled out thin air. I don't think pop star Barbie was in 1996. I don't know. I'm not good at the Barbie lore. Um, okay. 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 I think I have to readjust how I'm sitting. Life hack. I don't know if this will help anyone, but I've been trying to spend less time on my phone, and I found the thing. I found the key to spending less time on my phone. Why is my brush glitching? The key is you turn your phone to grayscale, and it makes your phone black and white, and it's just like less visually stimulating to like look at for a while. And it also just always like brings you back to the task at hand. Like when I'm checking the weather, I am checking the weather. No longer getting distracted by like Instagram and stuff. Also, I have like a time limit. I can only open Instagram 7 times a day for 2 minutes each. Which I have like an 84-day streak, which is pretty impressive. But and then on my iPad, I don't have a time limit for Instagram because that also just like when I'm scrolling on such a big thing, that makes me just like feel kind of silly. But I know my screen time on my iPad has probably gone up, which is like fine. Okay, what? I think I'm gonna do like these little crevices, just because those are always fun to do. Yeah. I think I could go live for like an hour a day. I think that's doable. I don't necessarily know if this time is doable. Because like everyone else is like Ludwig's streaming, but I know he streams on YouTube. But Ludwig's streaming, Will Neff's streaming, Hassan's streaming. And I'm not saying that like I expect people from their audiences to wanna watch me. That's a little presumptuous. But I just want to go where like the thing go where there's space, you know? I'm not going to try to compete with all these other streamers, but even though they're not even competition, like they are in the major leagues and I am 10 years old on my brother's t-ball team and I'm the only girl. That happened. That was fun. That was a fun time in my life. I kind of miss sports. That's another thing I want to get back into. Oh, voice crack. Yeah, I feel like as a child, I like sports, but it was just like really a lot to do sports and theater. And I like didn't do art at all, really. Except like a lot of like personal. Like I've always like, ooh, another voice crack. I've always kept a sketchbook. But again, I shouldn't say again, but my definition my sketchbook looks a lot different than what people think of when they think of sketchbook. I'm talking in vocal fry a lot, and I don't think that's good. I don't think that's good. This I'm excited for the move. It'll be good. Oh, I have to get back to the people about the project because they reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, what's up?" Because I told them I would reach out to them, but then I didn't because life. Ugh. Wow. Wow. At some point, and I know this is not like a sustainable thing to do, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I would like to do a 24-hour live stream, and I guess I need like friends to do that. Um, I wanted to do it while I was still at school, but I was thinking of doing a TikTok live stream on my other TikTok account. Um, but then I just didn't. You know, I'm reaching the age where I'm just realizing that like if you don't make things happen, things won't happen. Like that's just the facts of life. That is just the facts of life. Baba booey. Okay, okay. Brooklyn, Brooklyn, take me in. Are you aware the shape I'm in? Yeah, I think I should do. I don't want to get sued, also, because I think I'm only gonna like sell prints of stuff with my own words. Um, um, just so I don't get sued. Like not getting sued. I've made it 24 years without getting sued, and I want to continue that streak for as long as I can. Um, but I just also sometimes I just really like song like "Are you aware of the shape I'm in?" That's a killer. That is a killer line. That's a killer line from the Avett Brothers, and it's like that's one of my no skip albums. Um, I think my 4 non skip albums would be "I Am Loving You" by the Avett Brothers, "Guts" by Olivia Rodrigo, "Grace" by Jeff Buckley, and "For Once in My Life" by Stevie Wonder. Even though that song has kind of like been soured for me after the Grammys performance of him and a pre-recorded Tony Bennett, like, ugh. When I die, no one's performing with clips of me. Like that's just gonna write it into my will. I'm gonna write it, even though I don't think I'm gonna be famous post my. I don't even think I'm gonna be famous while I'm alive, let alone after I'm dead. And no, I don't think I'm gonna be like Van Gogh, because that's also a very presumptuous thing to think. And yeah, wow, this has been going for 47 minutes, and the last time I went this long, it stopped recording my iPad, so maybe I shouldn't have said that. But we are moving right along, as Kermit the Frog says. Okay, okay. So I can finish these crannies, I can get that to the edge, and then I can make a cranny, a little space between art and you, and then you and aware. I just got this soundtrack of Godspell, the musical, stuck in my head. Specifically, prepare ye the way of the Lord. Beautiful, beautiful. I know, I know. I would make a great Jesus. And okay, I think I would make a great Jesus in Godspell, but a great Judas in Jesus Christ Superstar. Let the record show that. But I also could be Jesus in Jesus Christ Superstar. Um, oof, I love Jesus Christ Superstar. That, oh, I would always listen to that at school while I was painting. I was like, I would always measure how long a painting took by how many listens of Jesus Christ Superstar live on NBC, starring Alice Cooper, John Legend, and Sarah Bareilles. It took. Because when I went abroad my senior year, I downloaded like a recording of it onto my iPod Classic, and I just watched it every time I felt sad. And I watched it 17 times. I watched it 17 times on that whole trip. And the that sentence being like I watched it on my iPod Classic sounds like I was a senior in 2010. No, it was 2018. It was 2018. I was, yeah, I was an innovator, a girl boss. Um, I feel like if I looked for my iPod Classic, I could probably get like more stuff on it. All of my life I've been searching the world for prophets and saints and poets and kings. No, all of my life I've been searching the words of prophets and saints and poets and kings, and now at the end all they know is I learned is I don't. All I know is I don't know a thing. So easy to close off. Ugh, musical theater so beautiful. Place of blame outside, hiding in my room at night, so terrified. Part of because I just got volume 1 and volume 2 of the Bob's Burgers album on CD because I love CDs. And one of my ideas for a stream, but I don't know how this would work, is I would plug in my headphones to my CD player and I would just sing along. But like the stream wouldn't be able to hear it. So it would be me randomly singing along. But I don't want to get like copyright struck, so um I have a lot of CDs I haven't even listened to yet. Like how ridiculous is that? Then there's one CD that I listened to on Spotify and I realized I didn't like it. So now I just have Bad Out of Hell. I mean the title track is amazing and wonderful and beautiful. But the other songs are just so not. No offense, Meatloaf. No offense, Jim Steinman. And I know both of those people are dead, so I don't want to speak ill of them. Okay, this is coming together. This is coming together. Okay, I think we're gonna be live for like 7 more minutes. And then I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I haven't started packing it and I move in 10 days. That's so no, yeah, 10 days. Oh my gosh. Tomorrow is going to be 9 days and yep. Yep. And it's gonna be the sunny side of summer of my dream. Oh, I need to get the Bob's Burgers movie soundtrack. That's what I need to complete my collection. I've also been listening to a lot of Glass Houses by Billy Joel. That's another no skip album for me. That album is such like I don't know how old he was when he wrote it, but it gives off like such 19-year-old vibes. And I mean that in the best way possible. I mean that in every way possible. like the idea of like why things shouldn't have changed. The confusion one gets when they're in the early stages of adulthood and they're like, why are things changing? No one promised me that. Why are people leaving me? Why are people changing the definition of rock and roll? Like, and I think You May Be Right is one of the last songs on it, so that's fun that it's kind of just like him in denial. And then he's like, okay. I think he probably was like, I don't know how old Billy Joel is. But he looks pretty young. Maybe he had to have been born in the 50s, right? I'll fact check that later. I don't wanna be alone anymore. I listened to the audiobook of The Summer I Turned Pretty. The Summer I Turned Pretty, because I already saw the first 2 seasons on the television show, and I'm hungry for a third season, so I listened to it. And I had like a 45-minute drive last night. A drive home from where I was, and I had like 44 minutes. No, I had like 43 minutes remaining of the audiobook. And so I played the audiobook, but then I queued up I Know the End by Phoebe Bridgers right after it. And I'm like, I think that's how I'm going to end every audiobook from now on. I think every audiobook should just at the end play Phoebe Bridgers I Know the End. Because you just finished a book. I don't wanna be alone anymore. Let's see if I can fill in these 2 crannies before I leave. Okay. It's gonna be a little speed run. Art speed run. Brought to you by Even Kelly. I should probably at some point explain why my artist name is Even Kelly, but I'm not gonna do that right now. Oh no, my stream turned off. Oh no, not my stream. My stream focus turned off. So now if you see any texts, if anyone texts me, if anyone likes my Instagram post, you're gonna see it, ladies and gentlemen and non-binary folks. So I guess I should just say distinguished guests, so it's less of a mouthful. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you're watching the VOD, the VOD, the video on demand, thank you for watching that too. And I hope you're having like a wonderful day, night, whatever time I am meeting you at. Because you deserve it. You deserve it. And I implore you to, like, if you, like, I like to turn streams on just to have someone, keep me company. And so, like, if you ever want to, like, make your own, like, turn this on in the background while you make art, like, do it. Do it. I, like, if I ever inspire you to make art, like, do it. If anyone ever, if you ever feel any inclination to make art, you should do it. Okay, that's it. stay safe out there. And yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then I